So Robert is the reason we got Lily. There's no question. And we discussed it, and when we knew we had the script to where we wanted the script to be, then we kind of had a thought about some particular girls. And then when he said to me, "What do you think of Lily Collins?" I'll be candid, I hadn't even crossed my radar. But once he'd said it, I thought, oh my God, that's a really interesting thought. My thought was, would she ever do this? Well, she's doing big movies, she's doing this. Would she fancy this type? Would she fancy this genre? And of course, Robert did Mortal Instruments, and that's where he gave the script. And then when he called and said, look, she really likes this. And in fact, Lily told me a very funny story about that situation. And she said that when he gave her the script on set of Mortal Instruments, because he said to her, well, you know, what do you want to do next? She said, I don't know, I don't want to do this. I want to do something where I can act. I wanted something where I can really maybe show my chops. And he said, have I got the script for you? He gave her the script, and this was her telling me this story. And she said to me, I read it, I had to do this film. Called her agent and said, I've been cultured. I've got to do this movie. And that was it, and we had her. Sam was an intriguing one because, of course, we had to make sure that they gelled more than anything, because otherwise we got nothing. And I was at that first meeting, 15 seconds with those two, and I was like, sign the contract, let's get him, we're done. This is amazing. He is a young Hugh Grant. That's what Claflin is. He's absolutely that. And I think he'll just grow and grow, and what this film allowed him to do is act. And when people see this film and go, oh, so it's not a fella that just runs around with a sword then? Oh, okay, so the guy actually can act. He's incredibly charismatic. He's a really, really, really nice boy. I mean, you know, without sounding, I'm not trying to sound arrogant or anything, he's such a nice guy, he really is. And a joy to everybody on set, just a joy. Turn up every day, smile on his face. And a lot of hard work. You know, he's had to really push hard work into the limited time we had him. Because we did have limited time because he's so busy, but I think for him this film could actually be breakthrough on the basis that people will see him as that Hugh Grant-esque person, but better than Hugh Grant. Because Hugh Grant is himself in every movie. Sam Claflin won't be. He's a real notch above that. And then of course we had Christian, and the whole thing just worked so well. We looked at various people for some of the other roles, and we kept coming back, you see, to, for instance, with Jaime, because she's so feisty, she's so right for that role, but she's got a big heart, and so she's perfect for that role. We just got very lucky, I think, with all of that. Tamsin, Suki, we just got very lucky. And I actually don't, because you don't usually get that lucky, but we did, because it's a very young feeling movie. It's fresh and it's kind of hip and cool, everything I'm not, and it's that. And we got lucky because all of our actors are young, fresh and hip and cool. And I'm delighted with the people we got. I really am, really excited.